Parangon. I think Raka is a human, and Kim, what are you? Are you a gnome?
No, I'm a cat.
Yeah, that's why I have to avoid her.
You're a cat. Oh yeah, you're a tabaxi. I forgot about that.
Of all the puns that I had to deal with in the last session.
What? You weren't
Okay.
perfectly happy?
Jesus. Okay. So the last session that we played of this, all of you guys, along with your bunny companions, were hired to exorcise the ghost of a tiefling who appears to keep repeatedly throwing herself over a cliffside to mimic what happened in real life, where she committed suicide. Her husband, an orc named Dagmar, has employed you, and through hunting down various leads, including reanimating her dead corpse, you figured out that the body of her unborn child was stolen out of a grave that was next to hers, and that it was apparently something to do with a drow. However, you don't know anything else at this point.
Um,
And also, Raka and Kim have been critiquing a headstone that they are curious is either boobs or a butt.
I still say it looks like an ass.
That was the conclusion you
That'll stay in.
oh, it's there. It's still there.
I deferred to his expertise.
He just sits there and starts rubbing it. Definitely an ass.
Okay. You just rub that thing like a weirdo.
He's rubbing it like it's a Lucky Charm.
Okay, so I will say this. I don't remember who reanimated the tiefling's corpse. I think it was you, Purity. It was either Purity or Kim. I can't remember.
I think
I
I
don't
had
think it was-
talked to the dead.
Everybody does as clerics. You get it at first level. You get reanimate dead.
Yeah, it was
Probably
Purity.
me.
Because I think you reanimated her. You didn't just like go talk with the dead, because then she would just only answer 3 questions.
Well, and Purity was getting frustrated with us for being busy with the statue while she was being deafened by Moko.
Once he shows back up, I'm kicking him in the balls with my giant rabbit feet.
Yeah. So what happened is Moko's cleric has gone off downtown to go partake in the whorehouses. If he does wind up showing up for the session a little later and wakes up, then we will reincorporate him and say he got back from his things. But for right now, he's just blowing off some steam.
Can we, if he does, can we roll for STDs on him?
I will roll for the dirtiness of the whorehouse that he went to based on how much he wanted to spend, and from that we will then see what he contracted as a venereal disease. Also, hang on a quick second, because I'm going to grab this while I have the time here. Where is it?
By the way, guys, not only can you power up our companions with bits and super chats and Ko-fi donations, but if we get enough, something might happen. Something very terrible.
Are you talking about the thing I already had planned?
Yeah. Or more to it later. Which I was going to get up with Moko on stuff, but...
All right, and I also
thank you. That's perfect.
I was going to say I needed to send you that so that you had it.
I had it on the other computer, so that's perfect. Thank you.
Would you want that one, or do you want this one?
I can just interchange them both. That's perfect.
That is the idea. I do make them so that I can use them later in episodes. Okay. So also to recap, last time Moko murdered Stomper, your jackalope friend, and then reanimated him as a zombie, and he didn't really appear to have the ability to talk. He's wandered off right now.
Did he go join him at the whorehouse?
I'll say he did, just because, and he's as Moko is in the whorehouse, he's just sitting there.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who that was. Yeah, so Moko is currently sitting in the whorehouse, and the zombified Stomper is just sitting there and going, "Ah."
You broke up really bad. There you go. It's the whenever you do that high pitch, maybe move away from the mic a little bit when you're doing it.
I have a headset on.
Well, fuck.
Okay. So you guys are still at the cemetery, so you can decide what to do. You can look for more clues. You can ask any more questions to the reanimated skeleton.
I think
although it
didn't we
can't
take her head?
you can take her head.
I thought we did. I thought she wanted
Yeah,
us to take something of hers with us.
Yeah, she said she could help us find her unborn child.
Okay, so yeah, then you have the head.
Which one of us is carrying? Why do I have a bottle of Viagra in my inventory? What the hell happened last time?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like you were feeding it to the rabbits.
I don't remember.
Okay. So you guys can do what you want. You're in the cemetery.
Well, we now know we have to find a drow, and we have the head of the mother. Should we go and tell the orc?
I mean, he
Okay.
might have some resources to help us.
Yeah, he might know. He's like the rich guy in town, so he may know. Let's go back there. Unless, would you stop looking at the ass for 5 minutes and come and help us, priest?
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry, I was mesmerized.
Do you want to just take it with you?
Nah, it's too heavy. An ass like that needs a truck.
Yeah. I mean, we do have that big ass wagon. You could just put it to the back.
Oh, that's all right. Let it stay in the wild where it belongs.
Let's get going.
All right. So you guys are gonna try. Go ahead, Raga.
No, I was just saying I'm following.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are going to return to Dagmar's estate, which is the house up on the hill. And you come back to the estate. You have the head, this skeletal head, with you, and you return to the. You go up and knock on the door. After a moment, the door opens, and the butler Oswald opens the door and looks at you. Oh, you're back. Oh God! Why do you have a skull?
Do you really want to know? Because it's going to be a little more messed up when we tell you.
Think about it, man. See a guy showing up with a robe? That's just a priest. If you see a priest show up with a skull, it's business.
Okay. Do you want to come in and talk to Lord Dagmar?
Yes, please.
All right, Oswald opens the door and allows you inside. The two other bunnies that did not get reanimated are also tailing you or coming along with you. Hopkins, who again has the ability to float and fly, along with his compatriot, the duck bunny Quackers.
I lean over to our bunny priest. Maybe we should put that in a bag.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stuff it into your bag of holding. What? You want it in a bag?
I didn't say my bag.
You didn't specify.
Do you want to use a sleight of hand to slip it into her bag without her noticing?
Yes.
Roll.
Sleight of hand would be.
It's
Yep, I'm just checking my modifier for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just straight d20. I am really bad at this going for today.
All right, so here's what you do. Instead of dropping the skeletal head into her bag of holding, you instead just kind of toss it, and it unfortunately just bounces off of her side and then lands on the ground with a clank.
Can I try to run to grab to catch it?
Roll me a reflex save to catch it before it hits the ground.
Okay, my reflex should be. That's the
All
one
right.
I get high on.
Okay, 21. You are able to grab the head before it hits the ground, so that way it does not take any kind of damage from getting struck. And you have successfully made sure that the restless spirit inside is not more restless.
Sorry. Just gonna put it in my bag. There you go.
The skeletal head doesn't really talk, but you can tell that it appears to be content with your choice. All right, so you guys go inside the estate and you travel. You go up the stairs as Oswald leads you to Dagmar's study. You enter, and much like before, he's sitting in his chair, hunched over. He appears to be holding a picture in his hand.
Oh, should we come back later?
Hey, no, come in, come in. And he puts the picture down on the table. You can see that it is a picture of his deceased wife.
Yeah.
Well, good news. We met your wife. She's very nice, very angry, but very nice.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You mean the ghost?
Well,
We have abilities to speak with the dead, and so we spoke with her.
Really? So what have you learned?
a drow has stolen your unborn child, and she is not too thrilled about that.
You saying a drow, dug up the grave of my son and stole his infant corpse.
Yes.
Yep, that's what we're saying.
I don't know any drow. I don't believe my wife did either. This is peculiar.
Nobody in town, maybe, that might know any drow that we could go talk to?
You'd have to ask. I'm getting older these days. I sit in my chair and look out the window most evenings. I haven't gone into town in some time. Oswald! Yes, sir? Tell them about the town. Yes, sir. There aren't any drow that live in this town, unfortunately. Most of them usually live in more subterranean environments, or to the south where it's a lot hotter. They're not very common, is what I'm saying. They stick out. Maybe if you go peruse around the city, maybe you can find something.
Are there
Alright.
any caves nearby?
That's a good point. You can check the base of the cliff.
I swear if the drow is actually there, I'm going to be amazed at how dumb it is.
Very good. Very
So,
good. Would you like some tea?
no thank you, but would anybody else?
I'm good, thank you.
How about you, sir? You're looking at that lovely bust we have over there. It's a butt.
I can see that. Can I touch it?
Yes, you may touch it. Everybody always asks to touch it.
You can keep that tea, though. I don't
Yes.
trust tea.
Yes, that sculpture was modeled after my dear Abigail's behind, so I could have a piece of her always to stare at.
I'm just gonna look at the bag for a minute and then look back at the others. So we should probably split up. 2 go to town, 1 go check the cave.
I'll go for the cave.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
Kim's gonna go.
get stuck with the butt man, aren't I?
It's very possible, unless he wants to also go to the cave. He is a butt man, so maybe spelunking is into him.
Yeah, let's go in the cave. We might find more butts.
Okay.
All right, we'll all go in the cave then. We'll check the city later.
Okay. Hopkins and Quackers will also accompany you into the cave, and Hopkins looks at you. Hello.
Tally ho.
Indeed. Let us go. Oh, Quackers.
Every time you do his voice, it breaks up. Like the mic can't catch it all.
God damn it.
Which is so sad because it's such a good voice.
Quackers.
Yeah, that might work. Quacker's
Okay.
slow mutating.
Oh.
See, that one got picked
Quackers,
up.
yeah, Quackers is Gollum now.
Oh God. Quackers might be something else by the end of this, depending on how certain things shape out. All right, so you guys are going to go to the cave to look for a cave at the base of the hill, or the base of the cliff. So I'm going to have you all roll climb checks to get down. Hopkins and Quackers don't have to because Hopkins can fly, so he's just going to fly Quackers down.
I mean,
Okay.
can I just jump down?
It's a few hundred feet.
Fair enough. So climb.
I will allow you to do it if you want to kill yourself.
Not yet.
All right, that's a 16. I'll say that's enough. How about Kim and Rocco? Why don't you guys roll climb checks?
I got a nat 20.
You just spider climb down that thing. It's literally just like Spider-Man. You're not even like gravity wise. Your head is going down. You're literally climbing down the side of the cliff. It's kind of creepy, actually. And you're a cat.
I mean, yeah, I would have advantage of climbing anyway.
Yeah, I believe you do. All right, Rocco, roll me a climb check.
Nope.
Ow. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen.
Oh no.
So, Rocca, as you start to descend down the mountain, you grab a rock with your hand, or you step on a rock with your foot, and it's a little bit loose, and it accidentally gives way. I'm going to give you a reflex save to try and grab on before you fall. Okay,
Oh no.
that is not going to be quite enough to grab on fully, so you're going to start falling. So here's what's going to happen. Kim, since you rolled a nat 20, I'm going to give you a reflex save to see if you can snag him before he falls down even further.
Okay. So,
Since he
after I
was the
roll,
last to roll, I'll say that he was above you on the cliffside.
after I roll, what do I add to it?
Your reflex save.
Reflex save. I'm sorry, Rock. I got a 5 total.
Damn.
Okay, so all right, so you're gonna miss. Purity, I don't think you have the strength, but you can try.
Oh no, he's gonna try to. He's gonna try to grab my ears.
Again, this is gonna be a DC 15 saving throw, so you're gonna have to beat a 15 in total.
Okay, what do I roll?
Reflex save.
Okay, reflex. I can try and see how it goes.
Okay, that didn't work either. So yeah, he goes right by you. So Rocky, you're now free falling. Your only hope are the bunnies. So this is
Oh,
what's
shit.
gonna happen. It's one of those situations where unfortunately Hopkins realizes at this moment, and Quackers also realizes that they have to try and save you. However, Quackers cannot fly, and Hopkins can. So Hopkins is really the only person that can help you. So Quackers looks at Hopkins for a second and goes, Quackers? Oh no. Hopkins? It's been an honor serving with you. You too, sir. Hopkins then proceeds to drop Quackers. We're going to see what happens to Quackers later on. Hopkins is then going to try and stop you. So because he can fly, I'm going to instead of making this a reflex save like the rest of you had, I'm going to make this an intelligence save because he's technically using magic to do this. He gets a +3 to that. That's 20. Okay. Okay. All right. So Raka, after a second, Hopkins
Kim,
flies.
you're echoing.
God fucking damn it.
Not you. Kim is doing it this time.
Oh, I thought you said I was echoing.
Oh, sorry. Let me see why.
Okay. So Raka, so this is what happens. So Hopkins flies up and he grabs your cleric's cloaks with his paws, and with all his little furry might, He is able to stop your free fall. However, Quackers is still falling down. So Hopkins. You sent me.
You cut out again.
When did I cut out?
So Hopkins, and then
he
Silent.
stopped because somebody sent a donation.
Yeah. Oh, that's what that was for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were planning on doing that anyway, but all right, we're gonna do it anyway. So, Hopkins has grabbed your cleric robes, and he manages to stop your free fall, but Quackers is still falling. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna swoop down and he's gonna have you grab Quackers before Quackers goes splat into the ground. So Raka, I'm gonna have to have you roll a dexterity save to grab him. Good luck to you, sir.
What am I rolling to save him?
Dexterity. Because you're seeing him at this point and you're actively going towards him, so I'm not going to call it a reflex save. The threshold is also slightly lower since Hopkins is rolled a nat 20 to grab you.
Oh, hey, a good roll.
Okay, I need to mute that so I don't keep
Oh,
hearing
sorry. We don't hear it on our side.
it. Okay. Still muting it. Well, I'm aware... Purity, I'm aware of that, but it doesn't matter. He rolled high enough.
Oh yeah, I know. I sent that before he rolled.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Hopkins and Rocky, you guys travel down, and Rocky, you are able to grab Quackers before he splats into the jagged rocks below, like Abigail had once before. And Hopkins quickly drops you off on the ground, no worse for wear, and then floats back down to the ground. After he lands on the ground, Hopkins looks up to you. Tally ho, sir. Good show.
Yeah. You know, I'm useful when I try to be.
Quackers looks up at you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think.
Yay.
Good job on saving the rabbits. Or the rabbit.
Hopkins then farts.
Why did we save this one?
Because it can fly.
Yeah.
All right. So after a few minutes, Kim and Purity, your characters reached the base as well, since you had good enough climb checks. And now that you're at the base, you guys can roll spot checks and look around to see if you can find any kind of caves or openings.
I rolled a nat 1.
Or a 16.
All right, Rocky, you can roll 2 for a spot check to try and find caves. Rock. Oop, there we go.
I think it's just being delayed.
Could
Ooh.
be. All right, so here's the way this goes. Purity, you find a cave. Raka, you find a rabbit hole. And which also has quackers in it. And then Kim, you found a hole in a tree. It looks like it was made by a woodpecker.
I'm gonna head to the hole I found.
All right, so you're gonna go to the cave that you found. Raka, are you gonna do anything with the rabbit hole that you found? Because Quackers appears to have taken a liking to it.
I wouldn't go in that strange hole if I were you. I once, put my thing in one of those. Didn't come out pretty. Took me 3 weeks after drinking a potion to grow that thing back.
Oh.
What exactly was in there that got you?
You don't want to know.
Was it an abyssal chicken?
What did I say, Quackers?
I'm talking out of character.
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go.
Oh, I know. I'm just joking. All right. So, Rock, I'm getting like a weird. Do you have like a television on in the background?
Yeah.
Okay, don't
See if I
worry
can turn
about
it down.
No, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't reverb. You're fine. Okay, so you guys are going to go to the cave along with Hopkins and Quackers. And so the cave is pretty dark, but I believe Purity, I think you have dark vision. I'm pretty sure Kim does too as a tabaxi. So you
Yep.
guys are going to be able to see. Raka, unfortunately, will not. So he will need an external light source.
Do you need us to light you something, human?
I mean, I have a lantern.
Don't make it easy for him. Make him work for it.
He has magic.
Yes, but he's also not paying attention.
Do you believe in magic? All right. So I will say this then: if you don't want to take out the lantern, he'll just wander in aimlessly and probably hit
just give him
something.
the lantern.
All right. All right.
Uh,
So Raka, you now have a lantern just for the purpose of navigating through the cave. That way you can actually see, and everybody else, you will also be able to use the light source, obviously, but you'll be able to see into the shadows because you have dark vision. So you guys progress into the cavern and look around. Roll me another spot check.
Hmm. Okay. 12.
12. Kim, you can also roll. Raka,
yeah.
Raka, you can roll at -2 disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my bonus. Okay. So 23.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a +2 more on search and gather.
Okay, you weren't using either of those.
Okay. I didn't know if spot counted for either of them.
No. So, well, I don't know what gather information and search are two separate skills.
Okay.
All right. So, Kim, you rolled a 23.
Yeah, with my bonus.
Okay, and Raka, why don't you roll for me? Roll spot check. You'll be taking a -2 to whatever you normally have. He's dead, Jim. All right, we're gonna go forward with you two then. Okay, so Kim, but Purity, you don't really see much, but Kim, you start noticing that there are things moving around inside this cave.
Uh,
You can't quite tell what they are, but they appear to be slinking behind rocks. It's one of those things where like you're catching a glimpse here and a glimpse there. There's something moving and there's little scurrying sounds, but you can't quite tell what it is.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I went and turned the shit off.
Oh, okay. So do you want to roll a spot check at a -2 to what you normally have? Because you're in the dark. They gave you a lantern, by the way, so you can see in the immediate area, just not into the shadows. You guys enter the cave.
Is that a -2?
It's a -2 to whatever you normally get, so your bonus applies. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're all right. So you're going to be able to see this too. All right. So Raka and Kim, you guys both notice that there are these little things that are scurrying around you. They appear to be about the size of maybe like the bunnies,
oh,
but they're like skulking in the shadows.
hmm. My cave knowledge is rusty. Does anyone know what kind of creatures scurry and they're about the size of our little rabbit companions in caves?
You can roll an intelligence check if you would like to discern that for yourself
Yeah.
to see if you can approximate what it is.
Okay. Nat 1, so no.
Yeah, you just know it's weird, it's in the dark, and it's scurrying. That's about it. So does anybody want to do anything else here, or
Can
are
I
we
do
gonna
like a
move?
listen check or something, or try?
You would like to? I'm giving everybody the chance to do something
Okay.
right now. So Kim did her intelligence check to try and figure out what they were. That failed.
Yeah, and I was also asking if anyone else
Wow,
had
I
any.
am a dumb rabbit.
Yep, that's
I'm
also
just
a
gonna
negative
say it's
for you.
because of Moko's little spell earlier.
Sure. Okay. Uh, and Raka, if you want to do something right now, you can as well.
I mean,
I'm giving each of you one free action, basically.
what can I do?
Good question.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil on myself.
Okay, is that an AOE effect or is it person to person?
I think that's just me.
Okay, then yes, then you cast that on yourself. You now have protection from evil. Um, Remind me specifically what that does. Does it protect you physically or just from like a magical source?
I think it protects me from pretty much evil creatures and evil
Okay.
magic.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you've done that. So now that all of you have kind of had this turn, Hopkins and Quackers look at each other, and Hopkins says, "I'm scared, Quackers. I'm scared of what is in here. I sense evil. I sense pain. I don't know what's going on, man. Anybody want to smoke some crack?"
Not right now.
Uh,
Crack is bad for your health, bro.
mm. Oh, thank you, Rocco. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. So this is what's going to happen. So as you are kind of looking around and noticing these things, they've started to kind of move a little bit closer to the light of the lantern, and now you're able to make them out a lot better. And they at first they look at first they kind of almost look like rocks, but as you get closer, you realize that it's just kind of like a grayish sort of skin, and they appear to be crawling on the ground. And as it gets closer to you, it finally comes into the light, and you see that it appears to be a zombified infant.
What the fuck?
And it looks up at you, and goes,
We didn't catch it if you said it. Did Mike's mic just die?
"No, that was me trying to hiss. I guess that didn't go through."
Does that work?
Yeah, I'll clip it like that. It cut off anyway, but it's good enough. Okay, so they appear to be hostile towards you, and it looks like, based on the numbers that you can see, there's about a dozen of them.
Oh gosh.
They also appear to be of different types of races. The one that hissed at you looks like it's a human, but there are other ones in there as well. There appears to be an orc, a uh, a minotaur, a minotaur infant, which is a little bit on the bigger side. Um, hang on a second. One that's an elf, a dwarf, which all, by the way, all dwarfs are born in infancy with full beards. I will say this.
This is fantastic. I love this news.
I'm making that canon. So they're kind of just a mixture of all like the general races, but they're all different but they all appear to again be zombified.
Someone's really into making zombie babies.
Uh,
Does it count as fear or
That's what
fun if we just kill these things?
Promise it's not me. I promise.
They're zombies. They're not alive, so yes, they're fair game to kill if you wish to.
Well then, folks. Shall we have some fun?
Hally ho!
I'm trying to figure out what powers I have right now.
Remember, everybody, if you want to activate any of the rabbit's special abilities, you can throw forward some bits.
We just got a donation too. I really want to quickly read this one. Ignore wenches, acquire loot.
Ignore
I'm going to
Wex.
cast Turn Undead.
Okay. You how many hit dice worth of creatures is that transition?
Hold on a second.
Because I believe that has a hit die amount attached to it. If it's anything more than 12 hit die, then you convert all of them. But if it's less than 12, then you won't be able to convert all of them at once. Because each one of them would only have a single hit die.
Hmm. I do have one that, let's see.
What was the spell again, Rocco?
Turn Undead.
I think, okay. And what level? Or is it just the basic?
It's a cleric, so it's a feat.
Okay, yeah. Okay, turn or rebuke
Oh, okay, so
undead.
that won't work.
Turning checks, turn undead, supernatural ability, times per day, range, turning check, turn damage, effective duration of turning. Okay. Turning result. Okay, most powerful undead affected. Okay, maximum hit die. So here's the thing that you have to do is you have to roll what's called a turning check. So you have to roll a straight d20. And I believe that is in relation to
My charisma.
yes. So if you roll that, then we will see how many hit die you're going to be able to turn.
So 3.
Okay. That's a 16. Let me just take a quick check at the chart and see how many hit die you're actually able to turn. All right, so that is your cleric level +2, which I believe you didn't multi-class, right? So you're a full cleric at level 7, I believe. Yes, you are level. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
cleric, but
sorry.
I have a prestige, but it's
Right.
basically the same thing. It's a
Okay, fair enough.
driven.
Okay, fair enough. So your cleric level, your cleric level is 6, so that's what we're gonna go with. So it's 6 plus 2, so 8. So you can turn 8 of the babies against the others, but there still will be 4 of them that are going to be able to attack. So those 4 are going to leap, but since Raka's kind of in the back, they're going to be leaping at one of the two, either Purity or Kim. So I'm going to roll a d20 and see which one they're going to leap at and attack. If it's 10 or below, then it's Purity. If it's over 10, then it's going to be Kim. Okay, it is Purity. It is under 10. So you have 4 zombie babies jumping at you.
Fuck that. Hold on a minute.
Well, right now what I'm going to roll is for their attack rolls to see if they hit, and then I will let you do something. Okay, so, one of them got a nat 20.
God
All right, so
damn.
that one hits, I believe a 17 will hit with your AC.
My
And then the
AC.
10 and the 10 and the 6 will not.
Yeah, the 17 and the 20 will hit.
Okay. So 2 out of the 4 will hit. So 2 of the babies just immediately fly past you and land on the ground. The other 2, however, are going to latch on and try and bite you. Or they are going to latch on and bite you. So each one of them does 1d6 damage. The d20 is going to crit in that respect. So, or the nat 20 is going to crit. So we're going to roll first for the 17. Okay, that one got a 6.
Get it off. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off.
And that is for the 20, and that is going to double, so that's going to be an 8. So in total, you have taken 14 damage, and you have 2 zombie babies clinging to your body.
Gosh.
I hate it. Get him off. Give me a second.
All right, Kim, you can do something right now since Raka has done his rebuke undead, so he has control over 8 of those.
For
Or
the
turn
love
undead,
of
so he has control
God,
over 8 of
cat,
those.
get him off.
So I summon a celestial eagle.
Okay. And you're going to have that attack the infants that are attached to her?
Yep. With his
Okay.
big talons.
Okay, then roll for attack.
Okay. I got a 19. Do I add anything to that?
You'd add your base attack bonus, yes.
But it's the eagle attacking, not me, right?
Oh, you're correct, yes. Well, I believe the eagle would still have that, so do you have the stats for that?
Let me see.
Eagle 3.5. Whoop, that's not 3.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but I'm trying to see. +3 to melee? Is that
Yep,
it?
that would be it. Okay, so you get a +3 to it.
Okay, so 22.
Okay. All right, that will hit. So the eagle swoops in. Well, you're using the claws or the beak?
The talons.
The talons. Okay, so you're using the claws. All right, so it swoops in with its talons and sinks them into the soft upper part of the baby's skull, and then proceeds to rip the zombie baby off of Purity. It flies up to a perch and begins picking at it as the baby starts screaming violently as a zombie would. That one is pretty much gone. However, Purity still has one attached to her.
Oh, can I try to rip it off me?
I will allow it, but if you fail, there will be something else that happens.
Hold on. Do I have any? Would if I theoretically if I make? Oh no, I have to have water for that shit.
You have
It's
to have
gonna make
water for
holy water and try to throw it at the thing.
I thought you had a holy water on your person.
Do I? Because it only says I have Viagra and a skull in a bag. This is a really weird thing out of context.
Okay,
I have
fair
holy
enough. Yeah,
water.
Can you throw it to me?
Like, haven't I already used my action though?
I'll allow it as a minor action since you're not attacking, you're just passing an item.
Okay, yeah. I'll pass you the holy water.
Okay, so does holy water will it do anything to this thing?
You use it and find out.
Or I'm gonna pour the holy water on it.
Okay, so you pour the holy water. I'm gonna have you roll a dexterity check because that thing is wriggling around and nibbling.
Hold on. Does my dex get any more? Okay. Okay. Oh, it was so close to a 17. I hate it.
All right, so you get some of the holy water on it. It appears to burn the infant's skin. However, it doesn't, since it's a zombie, it really doesn't feel all that much pain. The one that's getting eaten by the eagle is more just like distressed at the fact that it's getting ripped apart by talons. But this one doesn't appear to want to get off. So you haven't done. I'm gonna have you roll 1d4 damage.
Noticing I'm the only one in this one that's getting 1d4.
Yeah, because Rocco cast
Wrong one.
the rebuke evil, so it can't touch him. All right, that's a 1. All right, so it's only 1 damage, so it's not dead, but it is injured. So here's what's going to happen here. So as this is happening, Purity, you're struggling, and suddenly you see a flash, almost like a glint, and then the baby suddenly stops. It splits in half from groin to skull and falls onto the ground. At the same time, you see the glint of something metal in the darkness, and out from it comes your new bunny companion. Quackers and Stomper approach and look at what has happened here. And as this happens, a bunny wearing a red mask, red gauntlets,
Yes.
a bandolier, and carrying a samurai sword, comes out from the shadows. Hello, everybody. It's Deadpool Bunny.
Oh, thank God someone got it off me.
Anytime.
Also, what the Oh, right, he brought you back.
I gained my head back, sort of.
I like your new look.
I can still fire laser beams out my butt.
At least you got a sword now.
Yeah, this thing is cool. The other guy got it for me at the whorehouse. They were using it as a letter opener.
What?
Well, he's tiny, so that makes sense.
Yes, it is a small little sword for a rabbit.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go heal myself.
So, you at home, feel free to give bits so that I can shoot things out of my butt.
Should I mention we got a 1,000-bit donation?
How many things do you want me to shoot out of my butt?
Someone clip it. Oh, Lord.
Is there anything specific that's attached to that?
Nope. Just 1,000 something to help when I was getting
Okay,
eaten by the babies.
Okay, so Raka now has control of 8 of the babies. So Rocky, you have 8 baby zombie slaves.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna make him walk off a cliff.
Well, to be fair, you're at the base of a cliff, so you're gonna have to make them crawl up the cliff face and then jump off the cliff again.
Do it.
All right. Is there anything else that is dangerous that would get rid of the zombies around me? That would take less time.
I mean, you could let the bunnies kill them, I guess.
Bunnies, kill the zombie babies.
All right, if that's the case, then here's what I'm gonna do. Raka, Deadpool Bunny comes up to you and asks you to aim his rectum at the zombie babies. I'm gonna say 300 of these bits go towards this.
You know, right? If you say so.
Oh, can show 'em the rainbows.
Oh, is it supposed to do that?
All right, so here's what happens, Rocky. You pick up the bunny, or you pick up Deadpool Bunny, and he sits on your shoulder, and you kind of aim his butt at the zombie babies. He then launches a rainbow energy beam out of his rectum, and this is actually a disintegration ray. Second, let me just make sure I'm using the damage for this correctly. Okay, so this is a standard. So touch it. Per caster level, and this is being cast at a relatively high level. So if I remember correctly, you're going to actually do. I'll say that you're going to do 10d6 worth of damage to all of the zombie babies. So roll me 10d6.
You want me to roll that?
Yes, because you're the one doing the attack. And it's kind of an AoE type thing for the zombie babies because they're kind of point blank and you don't have to really aim because you're in control of them, so you can just have them stand there and die. It's just the damage is just dependent on how fucked it gets. Okay, that's 34 damage. That's not outrageously terrible, but that is significant. So what happens is you fire the rainbow beam and kind of sweep it across all the zombie babies, and they are immediately vaporized. After a second, the rainbow beam stops, and it appears that Deadpool Bunny's butthole is smoking. It's awesome! Can I have a chimichanga?
No, you don't. I don't think your asshole can handle any more of that.
You're probably right.
Don't sound so disappointed. That just makes it weirder.
You know, I found out something else weird after I became Deadpool Bunny. Look at this! He takes out his sword and immediately plunges it through his stomach and then pulls it out again. The wound immediately heals itself. See?
Yo, how do I
That's
get that?
useful.
How do I get powers like that?
Honestly, I don't know. This
Whose ass
happened at
do
the
I
home.
have to kiss to get those powers?
I don't think you want to kiss my ass after what just came out of it.
Well, that's a given.
I don't know. Hopkins! Quackers! I have an idea! Hopkins and Quackers come over. What is it, good sir? I understand what you're doing here, man, but I'm glad you're not dead. Sort of, maybe, kinda. You are alive, right?
You broke up pretty bad.
Oh, no, no. All right, so the bunnies are gonna just have their little shenanigans right now, but while that's happening, you guys have now cleared the cave of zombie babies. There are a couple of dead ones left, but all the ones that Raka shot with Deadpool Bunny's butthole laser are disintegrated.
I just hope none of those were her kid.
None of them looked like a weird orc tiefling cross. In fact, none of them appeared to be tiefling at all, so I doubt very much that any of them were based on what you know of the infant.
I think the spirit would have let us know anyway.
All right, so do you want to go deeper into the cave? Because it does go further.
I think those things were like a guard, so we should definitely go deeper.
All right, so you guys are going to continue down the cave. The bunnies are going to stay behind for a minute because Deadpool Bunny has some ideas he wants to work out with Quackers and Hopkins. But the rest of you guys are going to continue forward. So, and Raka, your protection from evil will still keep going through this because I'm pretty sure that has a pretty long duration. So you guys travel deeper into the cave, and eventually you start coming across what look like cages. But the cages have been broken open. So this may be where your zombie babies came from.
The fuck was that?
So can we investigate the area? Does it look like
Yep.
we're in danger?
You can, you don't know. You can check out the area and see if you're in danger. You can investigate. You can do whatever you please. I'm just telling you what you found.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, what is the Nat 24 specifically?
So I'm trying to I'm used to 5e, so I'm like, what is the investigation version?
Investigation would be search in this case, I believe.
Okay, search.
Either search or gather info, but I think it would be closer to search.
So that would be 30.
Okay, what are you searching for specifically?
Uh I'm searching for any clues of a presence, whether it's there now or has been there recently.
Okay, so as you look around the room, it appears that there was somebody here, maybe not in the last few days, but definitely in the last few weeks. You see that there appears to be a desk in the corner. There's a little booklet sitting on top of it. It also appears there's a candle that's been burned down pretty significantly. So there's somebody that's been in there for a while in the dark doing something. And you have a little book there as well, a little book with a leather strap around it.
I'm gonna go check out that book.
Okay. Um, all right? Are you going to try and open the book?
No, I'm gonna what is it where you spellcraft check? Is that what it is?
Spellcraft would be, yes, identifying magic.
Okay, one sec. Let me check
You
that.
could also use sense magic to sense if it's magical, but it won't tell you specifics
Gotcha.
if you have that spell. Okay. So what'd you get?
I rolled a 3, but I'm trying to find the thing I'm looking for.
It would be spellcraft. They're in alphabetical order, so.
Well, I'm confused because on the sheet it says I have 0, but next to it it says I have a +3.
Where are
And
you
so
seeing that it says 0?
In the box,
Okay. It says
and
you have 0 in the box, and then you have a 3 next to it on the one that's just a line, correct?
yes.
Okay. So that's your okay, so it should be 0, 0, and then ranks is the 3 under that column.
No, the skill modifier is 0 and the ability modifier is 3.
Hmm.
And it's very confusing.
Is there anything in the miscellaneous section?
No.
Huh. That is
Maybe I
strange.
messed up when I was doing my sheet.
I don't think that's possible because that's supposed to add up everything automatically.
Huh.
What is your okay, so hang on a second. So I'm trying to think here of what that actually would wind up being because the skill modifier and the ability modifier should be well, the ability modifier should be the same as your whatever general modifier is applied to that. So that would
Yeah.
be your intelligence score. So what's your intelligence score?
My intelligence is 16.
So you should get a +3 to that. I don't know why that says 0 then.
So I would just add the 3 then.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you have the editable sheet or do you not have the editable sheet?
It's editable.
Okay, for some reason that's weird then. All right, but you should have a +3 to that. But either way, I don't. Either way, that's not going to provide you much. I don't think, because that would be what 9,
6.
6. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you can tell that it is magical, but you don't seem to know if it's harmful or not.
Hey guys, check this out.
Is
Is
anybody else?
another ass?
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I talked over you. Go ahead, Rocco.
I was like, is it another ass?
No, it's a book.
All right,
Oh,
Rocca and Purity, if you guys want to inspect the book, you can. You do know Kim has proven that it is magical. You just don't know what type of magic.
I don't know if I touch it if we'll turn into zombies or not, so I'm a little cautious here.
It doesn't appear to be something that if you touch the book will happen, but maybe if you open it. And again, it is sealed by a leather strap, so there is something keeping it shut.
Can I use detect evil on it?
Uh, yes, that's a spell. That's a spell you have, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you can determine if it is an evil form of magic.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use detect evil to see if it's dangerous and evil ways.
Okay. You can tell that the spell. Sorry, go ahead. What's up? Was that
I
me
didn't.
echoing, or was that something else? I thought I heard something.
I've been
No, I
muted for the last 2 minutes and I didn't notice. I think you're echoing bad on Kim's end.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Could be the mic is too close to the
Drop
headphones or
out.
something like that.
Drop out and come back in. Sometimes it messes with it. Just hop into general. I'll drag you in here again. Okay.
How's that sound?
I'm gonna have to start talking first to see. Okay, so yeah, I think I did catch a little bit of an echo of myself there, but it is what it is. Is your sound detection down really low on Discord?
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
So if you go to your settings and you go to your on Discord, which is at the bottom right next to your name, and you go to your voice and I believe it's voice and video. Yep. You can have you have your input sensitivity for your microphone. So if
Okay.
it's set too low, it can pick up on stuff that's coming from other people's. If it's set, or you can set it to automatic.
Yeah, my microphone's set at max volume actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we'll just move forward. Don't worry about it. Okay. So you are detecting whether or not it is evil using that
Yes.
spell. You can tell that the magic that is coming out of the book there, it does feel malevolent. It doesn't feel neutral and it doesn't feel good, especially compared to with the god that you worship. So yes, you can determine that it is some form of evil magic that is enchanting the book.
Checking to see if I have any spells that can break evil magic.
You could always ask the other two clerics as well.
Let me see what I have. Poison guidance. I do not have anything that'll work. How about you, Raka?
What am I looking for?
Something
a
to help.
spell?
What are you doing, Kim?
I'm trying to break whatever spell is on this book that's definitely evil magic.
I can probably do what kind of spell are you gonna use, or do you not know?
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything to break this. I'm checking.
All I have is Zone of Truth and Consecrate, and I don't think either of those work in that way.
We did not pick anything good for this.
There are other things that you can do as well. Remember, you have an indestructible rabbit.
Hey, Deadpool Bunny.
You scream off it, you yell off into the darkness for Deadpool Bunny, and after a moment, he emerges. Says, "Guess what? I made some more friends."
What did you do?
Da 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 da. Yeah. He points off into the shadows, and after a moment, Hopkins emerges. Except he's no longer Hopkins. He's Wolverine Bunny.
Okay.
Hello there, sir. Yes, there is. That's what I do. And what I do is buggery.
Can you both come and open this book?
Hang on. Quackers! I mean, Saber-Tooth Bunny!
I thought you were gonna save them.
Yeah, I decided not to. It's funnier this way. So after a moment, the Quackers comes out and he appears to have grown some. He's wearing a costume. He appears to have grown some claws on his little ducky feet, and all of them now have the healing abilities of Deadpool Bunny. All I did was poke them with my new sword a bunch of times, and then they came back.
Why did you... Can all three of you come and open this book?
Yeah. All right. Deadpool Bunny comes over and reaches his hands out to take the book. Do you give him the book, Kim?
I haven't picked it up. It's still on the table.
Oh, you haven't touched it? Okay, so it's still on the table. All right, so Deadpool Bunny is going to hop up on the table quick, and he takes out his sword and cuts the strap on the book.
By the way, I need the pictures.
Hang on. He cuts the strap on the book. After a second, the book opens, and a blast of dark energy shoots out of it directly into Deadpool Bunny's face. Let me give you those pictures real quick.
He'll be fine, hopefully. If not, we'll have to get another one.
Hang on. There we go. And
God, they're so derpy.
indeed. All right. So, after a second, you see the dark energy sort of subside, and Deadpool Bunny looks as if part of him has been burned away. However, he very quickly regenerates what was lost along with his costume.
Is he okay? He just screamed and went silent.
Oh, goddamn it. Am I cutting out again?
Yeah, I think you're going too high pitch.
Fucking pisses me off. All right. Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
Well, at least we know he can't die easily.
I can't feel my kidney.
Do you even have a kidney?
Good question. Hang on a second. He stabs himself in the side and pulls out a kidney. Yeah, one.
Can you just put it back? Oh, I'm gonna DM you something.
He shoves the kidney back into his body and the wound heals.
You're gonna need more than 100 bits for that.
More than 100 bits for what?
I'll DM it to you.
Well, thank you for your help, Deadpool Bundy.
We might be picking something else up along the way, so maybe we'll take that idea and apply it to that. But for right now, all we have are the 3 pets. I'm not going to overload you with pets right now. Plus, we just introduced the 3 super bunnies. Keep in mind, they do all still have their abilities. They're just a bit more tailored, I guess, to their new little identities. So yeah, the book is now open and the magical trap has been sprung. The evil magic has now exasperated from the book.
Well, I have the abilities to read scrolls and magical books, so I'm gonna do it.
All right. So you pick up the book and you see that it appears to be written in Undercommon, which is basically kind of a pseudo version of Common, but you're aware of how it reads. And it's an experimentation log. It appears whoever wrote it was experimenting on the deceased bodies of infants in order to try to basically use them to create some kind of homunculus or something like that. It's not very clear what the intentions of the experiments were necessarily, but the details are fairly gruesome. A lot of grave robbing, a lot of unfortunate accidents, quote unquote, and various other things that apparently whoever wrote this had to do in order to get these infant corpses from various different species. And it appears that they were trying to find some kind of a genetic marker or something specific. And that it also appears that they were writing down and looking for something involving tieflings.
So I relay that to the others. And since he's not here, I'm assuming he found whatever he was looking for.
Well, that explains who might have been looking for the body.
Again, based on the things that are in the room, you do realize that it doesn't appear somebody's been here in the last couple of days, but it appears somebody's probably been here within the last week or so.
Can we do search checks to see if we can find anything that might hint at where they are?
You have already done all of the search checks possible, and you have found everything in the room so far.
Okay.
You might be able to do maybe I will have you do either a wisdom or an intelligence check to see if maybe you can come up with a hypothesis based on the information that you have.
16?
16. Okay, so based on the information that you have, you know that you can probably infer that the drow and what has happened in the cave is probably connected. In addition to the fact it makes sense since the drow appears to have been stealing infants. Now, the other thing that you notice in this room is that the only thing that's there is the experimentation journal and the destroyed cages. It doesn't appear that this is in any area where he was doing any experimenting. This might just be a storage area or maybe someplace where he was living temporarily. So he probably has a place out there, maybe a lab or something like that, that he's doing these experiments in. And if he does have a lab, that means he's been getting his hands on some sort of magical equipment, which is not commonplace.
So the question is where to look next.
That's a good point. You've searched the cave. You can also search in the town someplace and try and find more information on the drow himself.
Well, guys, we should head to town.
I'm making a suggestion. You can go wherever you please.
Well, we have nothing else we can search here.
No, not in the cave, but again, you can choose wherever you want to go.
So I'm going to keep the book.
Okay. So you add that to your inventory, zombie baby book.
Braca,
Yeah.
you want to suggest anything?
No.
So we're all heading to town?
Yeah.
All right, let's head to town.
Okay, so you guys are gonna head into town, and where did I? Double checking which town I placed this in. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting. You guys pile into the conundrum cart instead of the mystery machine. And it also, the conundrum cart always has 10 pounds of green dragon and 100 pot brownies.
Isn't there also like a meat smoker on the back too?
Yes, there is, because I believe that because Moko's patron god is Dave, the god of good barbecue at the pit.
Yeah.
So yes, there is a meat smoker in there as well. Let me see here.
How long does my celestial beast last? Do you know?
I believe it is dependent on what's your cleric level?
Cleric level's 4.
I'll say for the sake of simplicity, it'll last 4 hours.
Okay.
So it's still around for a bit.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys take the conundrum cart to back into town. And so you can go and search to see if maybe you can find a magical supply shop or something like that.
All right.
So everybody can roll a search check. Or if you'd like to ask around town, you can do that as well to see if you can find something instead of just searching on your own.
So that's 3.
All right, it's a 14.
Really?
Kim.
Oh,
All right,
so close.
Kim. All right, and Kim, what did you get?
22.
All right, you got the hot hand tonight. All right, so I'm gonna say Kim, you find a high-end magical supply shop. Raka, you find a lower-end magical supply shop, and Purity, you find the local Hoden's Hole location.
Um, is that what I think it is?
I've used that many times before. You don't know what that is?
The whorehouse?
No. Hoden's Hole is a general store chain that stretches across the entirety of Calgar.
Oh, okay.
It's named
Oh.
after Raka's. It's named after Raka's character from season 1, because that's
Oh, okay.
part of the Jerome family's financial empire.
Okay.
So it's
That-
basically so he basically just found like the Calgarian version of Walmart.
Yeah.
time. I get to go shopping.
Well, yeah. So you found that. So okay. So you want to go inside the Hoden's Hole?
Sure, I'll take the one of the. I guess whichever rabbit wants to come with me.
Okay. Well, you can choose which one you want to take. So you have Sabretooth Bunny, Wolverine Bunny, and Deadpool Bunny.
Wolverine bunny.
Wolverine. Okay, so Hopkins is gonna come with you, and remember, Hopkins can fly, unlike the actual Wolverine. So he can. He's gonna float along with you.
Does he still also get the claws?
Yeah, I gave you the picture of him with the claws.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because people are gonna ask if he gets
Nope, he
that as a
does
new
have.
power.
He has the Wolverine claws. He does have the Wolverine claws, although he has them sheathed at the moment. He doesn't need to take them out. So yeah, all right, he's gonna go in with you, and I'm assuming the other bunnies are gonna tag along with the other two. So Kim, which bunny do you want to take with you?
I will take Sabretooth Bunny.
Sabretooth Bunny Quackers is gonna come with you, and that leaves Deadpool Bunny for Raka. You now have a very close relationship after you fired a laser beam out
I
of his
think this
butt.
is the second time he's fired a laser beam out of its ass too.
Yes, it is. In the first session we did of this, when we were testing out the bunny powers, he did fire a laser beam out of his butt.
Oh, you made a good friend.
All right, look, I know I said I'm an ass man. That doesn't mean I like everything that has to do with ass.
I'm just gonna yell from like wherever I am. I don't know. You seem really obsessed with asses lately.
Don't worry, it only comes out, nothing goes in.
Yet.
Please God, no.
Yeah.
If I could kill myself, I would.
I'm sure the other guy'll do it when he gets back from the whorehouse.
Tried and failed. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go to the 3 different stores. So we're gonna start from the low end on the totem pole first. So Purity, we're gonna go start with you. So you enter the Hoden's Hole with Wolverine Bunny. And as you enter, you hear a magical voice talk to you as you enter into the store. Welcome to Hoden's Hole. The customer service desk is to your right. The main area of the floor for produce and other goods is directly in front, and to the left is the latrine. Please do not confuse the latrine for anything else in the store.
Oh, that's gotta happen a lot, I'm guessing.
So what are you gonna do that you're in there? Again, it's basically a Walmart, so you have pretty much every basic supply you can imagine. And there's also Green Dragon, because every single one of them sells Green Dragon, but you also have 10 pounds of
I
that.
was gonna say we already have enough of that for
He
now.
also sells all of the other variants of fantasy weed that we have created.
I'll buy one of it, a little bit of everything, some vegetables. and
Okay, so let's
fruits.
see here. So we have several different strains. We have Red Sunfire, Blue Gorilla, Orange Frog, Purple Salamander, and Golden Bear.
Ooh, some golden bear, some purple frog.
No, Purple Salamander, Orange
Sorry,
Frog.
purple salamander, purple. One of everything. God, no! Don't make me remember things.
All right, so the guy behind the counter looks at you. Okay, man. So how much of each do you want? Are
I'll take 2 pounds of each.
Hey, this is more of a me thing than a you thing, but are you really a bunny or am I just fucked up?
I am really a bunny.
Damn. I was hoping I was fucked up. Okay. All right, so he goes under the counter and he brings out a brick of Golden Bear, a brick of Orange Frog, a brick of Blue Gorilla. a brick of red sunfire, and a brick of purple salamander. He then puts all those bricks in front of you. Each one of them weighs an ounce, and he says that'll be 50 gold for everything.
All right, I'll give him the 50 gold. Hey, I'll give you a little extra if you can give me some information.
What do you want to know? By the way, if you mix them all together, you might go on a fun trip.
Ooh, I'll make a note of that for later.
As Wolverine Bunny is hovering next to you. Great Scott! That sounds amazing.
After we solve the case. So we're looking
Okay.
for alchemy.
Well, you're looking for magical equipment. You're also looking for a drow, so figure out what to ask him.
All right. So you haven't had a drow come in here, have you?
Oh, man. None of them live around here, man. No. I mean, to be fair, I'm messed up most of the time, so you're not the first bunny I've seen in here. You're the first real bunny I've seen in here. Is he floating or is he not real?
I'm just gonna kind of poke him.
He's definitely not real.
He's totally not real. I'm gonna make it seem
no.
like I'm poking him, but my hand's going just past him just a little bit.
So as that happens, Wolverine Bunny goes up to the shop owner and unsheathed his claws. So he has, and he goes, "How dare you, sir? I'm as real as these." Whoa, it's like 3D, bro. And he just starts like poking the point on the claws just to see how sharp it is.
He'll show you some magic tricks if you can remember if you saw a drow.
I just told you, man.
Like maybe a black bunny?
Wow.
Did you see a black bunny?
What?
You said you see a lot of rabbits.
I see the white rabbit all the time, bro.
So what the hell are you taking so I know what to buy?
You follow the
Fucking
white
right.
rabbit.
I am a white rabbit. I wish people wouldn't follow me. Wait, does that explain why everybody in this town wants to keep following me?
Looks like we follow you, and you're the white rabbit, and you're gonna lead us to whatever it is that he's on.
I'm here buying whatever he's on so I can make sure we all have it.
Okay. So he tells you that he hasn't seen a drow in the store, and even if he did, it may have not looked like it, depending on what he had ingested.
Oh, that's weird. Did anyone hear the rest of that?
Did somebody not? Did nobody get what I was saying?
No, let me hop out and hop back in. I don't know if it's just Discord having trouble today or not.
Ugh.
It's been having problems since last night.
Hello.
Yep, I can hear you.
So he basically tells you that he hasn't seen a drow, but he's also fucked up a lot of the time, so there's a chance that maybe one came in, but he wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Is there anybody else at the store that I can talk to?
Nope.
Fuck. All right, I'm just gonna buy that and a couple of some fruits and vegetables.
Be right back.
All right. So you pay him the gold required to buy everything, and as you're picking up all the bricks, you notice that the brick of red sunfire appears to not be there. And when you look over, you see Wolverine Bunny has cut it open, and he appears to be eating it.
I'm just gonna smack him away. No, that's for later.
I'm rolling for his reflex save. He might just fly away and munch on it in the sky. That's going to be a +3, so that's a 9. Roll me a reflex save of your own. You'll have to beat a 9.
Okay, let me double check. Reflex is... Okay.
All right, you beat a 9, so yeah, you're able to grab that brick away from him before he can nibble too much on it, but the bushel of it he has in his mouth, he immediately sucks in and swallows. And then he's like, "Oh, that was exhilarating."
You could have asked, That was rude.
I was gonna say he takes out his claws, but I feel like there's really no point in him doing that. So he just kind of looks at it and says, "Please."
I'll give him a little bit more.
Tally-ho. All right, he takes a little bit more and eats it. He actually just likes the taste. It doesn't do too much to him in terms of actually messing him up.
Yeah, I was
Also,
gonna
he's
say, theoretically, like, the 3 worst characters to try to get stoned would be the ones that they are now.
stoned, drunk, yeah, technically. Although I don't really go with the whole metabolism since the entire thing is based around magic in this case.
So does this
All right.
mean he's just gonna be flying higher now?
As he eats it and it starts to kick in, you see that he gently starts floating further and further up, and eventually it's kind of like, you know, when you watch like a helium balloon hit the ceiling on the inside of a building.
I'm just gonna grab him by the tail.
Okay, you grab him by the tail and pull him down like a balloon. He's just kind of floating there. He appears to be just kind of like he's floating there, but he's not really that he's very relaxed, and you can kind of see that he's sort of like, even though he's floating, he's like half asleep and he's snoring, and as he's snoring, you can see like his claws go in and out as he's breathing.
Can I just, like, grab a string when no one's looking off the shelf to tie to him?
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
That guy's too
So
stoned to
now,
notice.
now you have a Wolverine bunny balloon.
Woo! I can't wait to see that
All
animated.
you hear is like the very subtle like skink every once in a while, very slowly, and then goes back in. Okay, so that's Purity. Rocco, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, we're gonna go to you next. So you found the lower end magic shop. Not the high end one that Kim found. So you're gonna go into there. So this magic shop is known as the Wand Emporium.
I'm gonna walk up to the desk and look for that little bell thing and just start pinging it until
All right,
somebody comes up.
Okay, there is nobody behind the desk, but there is a bell there. So you start pinging it. And you keep hearing the ping, 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 and after a second, you hear a yell from him back. Shut the hell up! For the love of God, man! I'm trying to nap back here. What are you doing?
Man,
All
bring
right.
your crackhead ass out here. I'm trying to buy some stuff.
All right. After a second, you see a kind of disheveled-looking wizard pop out of the back room and walk up to the desk. At the same time, by the way, you also have Deadpool Bunny there with you.
By the might of the Basim my friend. I'm trying to find some really good drugs. Preferably that stuff that makes me see a white rabbit that I need to follow.
Oh, you want to see that stuff? Here, drink this. It'll be 10 gold. He puts a blue potion in front of you.
Hold on, you just said I'm not gonna find what I asked for, and then you hand me this? What's this?
Well, to be very clear, this is what they like to call LSD. I just add a little bit of blue food coloring so you can see it.
I'm gonna hand it to Bunny Deadpool. Here, you drink it first.
Okay! Bunny Deadpool then immediately takes the top off of it and chugs the entire thing. This is going to get very interesting. I'm going to roll a d20 to see how fucked he is. That's a 12, so he's moderately fucked. So here's what happens. The Deadpool Bunny chugs the bottle, and after a moment, he's just kind of sitting there. He doesn't have any kind of a reaction to it initially, but then you start to see his eyes changing colors, and after a second, it's almost like a rocket exhaust comes out of his rear, and he actually shoots up and through the roof using his rainbow butt beam. So you'll have to catch up with him later. He's off on his own little journey.
Wow.
Well,
I finally get some peace and quiet.
never seen that shit before.
Why do I feel like this Deadpool bunny is more like Roger Rabbit than anything else?
I mean, honestly, if Deadpool was a bunny, wouldn't he just be Roger Rabbit, except somebody that can also stab himself repeatedly?
No, because Roger Rabbit does have that hot wife.
That
Yeah.
is
That
very
Deadpool
true.
doesn't have that. His died.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so now that Deadpool Bunny is out of the picture and he drank an entire bottle of LSD, let's go back to what you're. So what do you want to ask him? Do you want more drugs?
Well, I'm looking for. I want that stuff. What I got? I want that stuff that little hobo was talking about.
You mean
A
the
little.
guy that worked at the store?
Yeah, the one telling us to follow the white rabbit.
You weren't there for
I was
that.
about to say, how do you
That,
know
that
about
was
that?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was just her because all of you guys went out to search the town, and all three of you found different buildings. So she found the Hoden's Hole, you found Wand Emporium, and Kim found a high-end magic shop we haven't gone to yet. So you're by yourself, except for Deadpool Bunny before he launched himself out of the ceiling.
Well, I don't want whatever it is that he had that made him launch through the ceiling.
Well, what can I do for you then? We sell all sorts of stuff here. We got alchemy equipment. It's okay. We got some magical spectrometers over here. We got let's see here. Magical chemistry kit. Oh, it's great for the kids at Christmas time. Just watch out in case it's the one with the mini magic car in it. That could blow up your house.
Do I look like I got kids to you? Come on, man, do me a favor. This place looks like a thrift store. I need you to actually guide me around. Where's the stuff that I'm looking for? Where's the drugs at? The good stuff.
Hang on a second.
You cut out.
He goes under the desk and he pulls out a massive brick of cocaine.
Yeah. All right. So you got anything stronger than that?
Let's see here. Let me go underneath here. Oh, something. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. This requires a little bit of prep. So what he does is he takes out a bowl, and then he snaps his fingers, and a blue frog appears next to the bowl. He then grabs the blue frog and squeezes it as hard as he can, and basically juices the thing into the bowl. After that, he casts a few magical spells and then drains the bowl into a glass vial for a potion and hands it to you and says, "That will get you to a place that most men have never dared to tread."
That sounds like my kind of place. Sorry, how much?
100 gold.
Ah, shit. Come on, you bless me. I'll give you 85.
Deal.
All right.
All right, you give him 85 gold and he hands you the potion.
All right. Looks like I gotta go find my friends before I make them babysit me while I take this stuff.
You have a good luck there. By the way, can you give me another 10 gold to fix my roof?
What?
Your bunny made a hole in my roof.
Oh yeah, he's actually got the 10 gold to fix that. He's gonna come by.
I want you to roll bluff because I know you're lying.
Oh hey, this is one of my skills. All right.
You should be lying more often.
He's a really good priest.
Oh yeah, okay, 18. I'm gonna roll this guy's intelligence. So he it's a straight D20. So he has to beat an 18, or at least tie it. He did not tie it. Okay. Excuse me. So he believes you when you say that the bunny is going to come back and pay him for the damage to the roof, and you then leave with your bottle of frog hallucinogens. Did you also want the brick of cocaine?
Yeah.
That is going to be an additional 40 gold.
How much gold do I have? I don't even think I wrote that down.
I believe I gave you a certain amount.
I think you did because I also don't have any gear, so I know I didn't buy shit with it.
You weren't supposed to have gear, if I remember correctly, just because of the way that this thing kind of works. I think if I remember correctly, I said you guys I gave you a certain amount of gold for items, and I believe normally I do 100,000, but I think for this, because it was limited, I think I did 20,000. So you should still, if you didn't buy anything, you should still have 20,000 gold.
All right, so
So yeah, so you can pay him for that, and he gives you the brick of cocaine. So you have now picked up a copious amount of drugs. And now we're going to go to Kim. Because now you guys are finished with the medium. So, Kim, you found the high-end magic shop.
So I whisper to Sabretooth Bunny, okay, be on your best behavior. We don't want to tick these people off.
Okay.
Oh, you took
Okay.
the weird one too.
Okay. But I want to claw them.
She got the Smeagol bunny.
Oh god, we need a Smeagol bunny. Like a full Smeagol bunny.
Oh, Lord, no. I've already had the Smeagol babies.
Yeah, but they didn't get to make the sound enough.
There'll be more horrible things, trust me. Okay, so you're gonna enter. So the store that you found is called Wizards and Warlocks.
How is this the higher end store than Hodin's Hole? All right, I gotta fix this in season 3.
I mean, to be fair, with the Vegas mini campaign that I'm writing, the Jerome's own a casino.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Okay,
And
so what do I?
and
Oh,
it's
sorry.
also called Hodin's Palace.
What do I see when I look around the store?
All right, so you walk into the store along with Sabretooth Bunny, and you see that there appears to be a large amount of magical equipment, very high-end type stuff, very complicated, electrical equipment, magical equipment, various types of alchemy things, an entire assortment of wands, wizard gear, enchanted clothing, enchanted armors, different other things, a plethora of magical items, casting gems, things like that as well, and components.
Okay. Do I see any workers?
There was a man behind the counter, yes. Or more specifically, an elf.
Okay,
A
cool.
half-elf. Half-elf,
I'm
not a
gonna
full-blooded elf.
approach the
All the
half elf.
full-blooded elves are dead.
Oh. Would I would know that or no?
It's a common thing in this universe that full-blooded elves are not common, and most people, yes, do understand that most full-blooded elves were killed. They don't know exactly why, because the guys blew up Chan blew up the life tree in season 1, so that's what caused them all to either die or become horribly corrupted by the Elven Forest. But nobody, other than the few people that were there, know that a flying pirate ship drove by and decided to nuke the life tree from low orbit.
Because they could.
Right. Okay, so I approach the half elf and greet him. Good day, sir.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Well, I had a few questions. I'm here on business, and I kind of point to my clothes, which insinuate that I'm a priest.
Okay.
And there seems to be someone dabbling with some very powerful dark arts, and we think they may have frequented your establishment.
Yep. Okay. Um, I just got a very unfortunate text message.
Is everything okay?
Oh, everything's okay personally with me, but Wep just texted me something unfortunately very terrible in the world of movies has happened.
Michael
Um,
Bay's doing another Transformers?
no, Roger Corman passed away.
What?
Yep. He just texted me to say that he's dead.
Holy shit.
Yep. That's unfortunate. I mean, the guy was 97, don't get me wrong.
I know, Jesus.
Yep. Okay, let's get back to drugs and bunnies.
Drugs and bunnies.
Why is that not a like a band name? I feel like that would be a good band name. Yeah, he was 98. Huh. All right, so so this is what. So sorry, I that just distracted me completely. Kim, can you repeat to me what you were gonna do?
Um, I don't remember exactly what I said, but in a very polite way, I insinuated someone may have come to his establishment
Mm-hmm.
to purchase things to do very unspeakable dark acts.
Well,
And
we do, here at Wizards and Warlocks, we do not discriminate against whoever wishes to practice their magical arts. None of our instruments are evil by nature, but if they are used for evil, we are not liable for the results. Now, what item would you say this person was trying to procure? Maybe what did they look like? That I might be able to help with.
well, thank you. And I totally agree. Magic is magic. It's not good or evil. It's how it's used. For
Except for doing weird things to corpses. That's mostly evil.
yes, and that's unfortunately the case with this.
Oh, okay. Uh, all right. So, do you have any other information, or is that the only thing? Because we have many things that can be used on corpses.
So I pull out the book
Okay.
and lay it on the counter and say, "We believe a Drow had this in his possession and is using some of the things discussed within to reanimate undead children."
Oh, let me take a look at this. Oh, I haven't seen something like this since there was a necromancer years ago who made a zombie baby army and unleashed it on a small town for shits and giggles. I think her name was Cavenport. Trying to remember. And anyway, regardless, just something I read in an old history book. Um, okay, so you said something about a drow. There was a drow who came in here last week. He bought up a lot of equipment, test tubes, things of that nature, large incubation tubes, which normally you would use for crystal generation, but I suppose you could use it for preservation if you were going to go that route. Also, a large amount of formaldehyde.
Ah, yes, that sounds like the person we're looking for. Did you by chance get a name?
No, he didn't give a name. However, he's been coming in here every week for the last month to pick up more supplies, mainly formaldehyde. He's supposed to be coming in here later today if you would like to meet him. I might be able to help you out.
I would greatly appreciate that.
Honestly, something like this is very bad publicity for our store to know that somebody is actually doing these horrible, horrible, horrible things. Normally,
Oh,
people just, reanimate dead babies for shot put and things like that, but this is just deplorable.
she ignores that last comment, but is quick to say that she'll gladly share how helpful he has been to anyone who um, she comes across.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, if you would like, you can go wait in one of the other aisles, and once the drow comes in, I'm sure you'll hear the little bell at the door.
Wonderful, thank you.
No problem. And as that happens, also, Saber-Tooth Bunny hops up on the counter. I'm gonna scratch him!
Is he threatening the elf?
He's just very excited for violence.
Yep, you can do it once he's here, though. Come on, let's get in the aisle.
All right, so you and Sabretooth Bunny go in the aisle. Now, here's what I'm going to do is, do either of you two want to go and find Kim before the drow shows up in the store?
Yeah, I'll head there. Is there any way we can all communicate? I can't remember.
All the bunnies can communicate with each other. They all know where each other are at all times. It's one of their passive abilities.
Kim, have the rabbits gather us all together.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about sending him. I didn't realize he could do it like telepathically. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they can all sense where each other are at any given time.
nice.
So, if you'd like to do that, so the bunnies kind of connect with their superpowered brains, and except for, well, Rocket technically can't do that because Deadpool Bunny catapulted himself out. So this is how this works. So Wolverine Bunny is still with you, Purity. So he is able to relay to you that you need to go to Wizards and Warlocks, the other store, and where that is located, he can easily find. At the same time, Kim, I am going to have you roll a reflex save.
Got it. Let me see. I got a nat 20.
Damn. Okay. All right. So
It's been all
You
or
he-
nothing tonight. 1s and 20s.
you hear what sounds like a farting noise, and it's getting louder. And after a moment, Deadpool Bunny crashes through the ceiling of Wizards and Warlocks. You very easily sidestep him as he smashes into the ground into a pile of various broken and destroyed bones. His body then violently and disgustingly cracks itself back into working order, and he looks up at you. That was awesome.
Um,
Hey
where's
guys.
Raka? I don't remember.
I don't remember. He just had me drink something and then I flew.
Okay.
It
Where
was
were
blue.
you when this happened?
It was blue.
Ah, okay.
All right, Raka, I'm gonna have you roll to see if you can get to them before anything happens in the store, or if you're gonna come in a little bit later.
All right, what am I rolling for that?
I am going to say that is going to be just a. That is a curious one. I'm going to say that's going to be a straight D20 roll to see if you manage to wander your way to the same area based on luck. Because Deadpool Bunny isn't with you. He got launched through the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a no.
Do you want us to
Okay,
go get him?
you're gonna come in a little bit afterwards, so we'll go back to you. But everybody else is in the store now, so I'm gonna roll a D20 to see how long you guys are gonna have to wait.
He found an ass to go stare at.
Indeed. All right, that's a 14, so you're not gonna have to wait too long. You wait probably about an hour, and then you hear the ding of the door. And as you watch, you see a figure in armor and a hood walk in and walk up to the desk. You hear in kind of a low voice, "I need formaldehyde." Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me get it out of the back room. So the shopkeep goes in the back room, and as he's kind of walking by you guys, he sort of winks as he's probably going to take a little bit longer than maybe what he needs to. So you guys now have the floor. The drow is waiting, the cloaked figure or drow is waiting at the counter.
Oh, do you have any
So, can we be a little retroactive? Because I would have, during the hour period, tried to talk with Purity's character about a plan.
Okay, yeah, you guys can come up with a plan. Well,
We're
we
planning
can say
things now?
we can say this. Because that is still going to wind up happening. I'm going to have you guys do your plan talk right now, and then we will execute it.
Okay, cool. But yeah, my character will insist on a plan. So are we trying to attack, interrogate, or follow?
I would say either interrogate or follow might be the smartest option if we can keep hidden.
Well, I still have my eagle, so if we somehow got trailed behind, maybe the eagle could keep an eye on him.
All right. So you think the eagle can? I'm just gonna look at the rabbits for a second and go. You know what? The eagle might be the better plan.
Should one of us go up and just talk to him casually and see if we can get a good idea of, I don't know, maybe his power?
Yeah, it's gonna be persuasion. The question is which one of us. Look, I'm a tiny rabbit that can get kicked across the room, Cat. You probably. How good is your charisma?
Checking.
I'm gonna say, let's check this shit real quick out of character.
I was 16 on charisma.
All right,
That's
I'm
not
a
bad.
14. You might
Yeah,
want to go and do it.
she has one more than you. So she has.
I'm gonna give. Oh, I have +2 in persuasion. Let me see. Let me just double check.
You don't
And
have
intimidation.
persuasion.
Yeah, that won't work.
I was gonna say persuasion. Well, I mean, you could try and intimidate him. I don't know if it would work.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do that.
Well, I do have a +10 in my gather information.
You get your ass out there and you do your job. I've only got a +2.
So, okay.
Oh no, I have a +5 total. So yeah, you get out there and you do your job.
So you try and shadow him if he leaves me behind.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So hopefully you have the okay stealth.
Let's double check that.
I don't think I have any stealth.
What would stealth surge sense light?
Move silently.
Stealth is move silently.
Okay. Technically, as a rabbit, I should have that. I have a 3 modifier, yeah.
Okay.
And then another misc modifier that says 3, so I have no idea. 6.
If you look in the box is your total modifier. It adds up everything in there. So whatever the box says is the modifier you add.
I've been reading the wrong area. Holy crap. I've been failing tonight. I had a search of +10. Oh my god.
It's okay.
This is why I should always look at your sheet.
Yeah, she should. I try. Oh, I fucked so hard tonight.
It's okay. All right. So once the guy winks at me, I'll give a very subtle nod and
I'll take to hiding.
yeah, and I'll have her watch my duck.
I was gonna say, do you want me to take both rabbits? I've got one tied to a string, and I'll put a string on the other one.
Oh yeah, that's actually right. I forgot that you just still have the Wolverine bunny that's just kind of floating on a string. He's still kind of like he's still sleeping, and the claws are still going in and out, in and
I'm
out.
just gonna kind of bring him down and tie him to a low shelf.
Oh yeah, we have all 3 ducks actually. So
Oh no, we have all 3
the only
ducks.
the only one that's a duck is yours because it's a duck bunny.
Oh god, we have all 3 rabbits.
I'm sorry.
We're screwed.
That's what I meant, bunnies. So before he comes in, I would have told them, okay, we're gonna follow him back to his base and then beat the crap out of him.
All right. And Quackers looks at you and says, "Scratchy, scratchy."
You get
Yeah,
the
keep
scratchy
that attitude.
scratchy later.
Scratchy.
All right. So when I walk up to him, I lean on the counter as if I'm waiting for something. Oh, hello there.
Hello. Oh. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. That was my lighter. Okay. So you said, hello. Who are you? That's
Just a traveler passing through.
Doesn't your kind usually eat out of a trash can? I didn't even think they allowed you in stores in civilized places.
Well, you know how it is.
The
People
pet
get bored.
aisle is over there.
The what?
The pet aisle is over there.
I actually look. There's a pet aisle?
There is an actual pet aisle. It's mostly just magic glow-in-the-dark collars for like dogs and cats, but it's still there.
I'm sorry, I'm hesitant to say what I want to say.
Don't be hesitant as long as it's nothing that we can get banned for on Twitch.
I don't know.
Type
Why
it
are
out
you-
to me. Type it out to
I was
me.
gonna
Then
say, yeah, when in doubt, type it to one of us.
Okay, 1 sec. Gotta remember how to work Discord again.
Hold on, let me quickly mute the stream so they can't hear you. Say it. Yeah, you're good. Oh yeah, you can say that. That's completely fine. Ready? We're
Well, I
unmuted.
didn't know-
You can say it.
Well, because of slave stuff.
That's where we unmuted.
Okay. Let me put it this way: we ended Portals of Pain with slavery.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So the end of for those people that weren't here for when we finished that on stream, that was a streaming series. When we ended Portals of Pain, I I forget what the guy's name was. I think it was Corgan or something like that. Was the brother of Doth, Guardian of Space and Time. He was then sent to some place where he could never cause problems again, which was a deep gnome auction.
I wish I hadn't unmuted.
Why? You had that one recorded on Twitch a long ass time ago. If they were pissed about that, they would have struck it by now.
Yeah, considering they didn't catch half the shit we did in that one.
I mean, you saved baby Hitler, you sank the Titanic.
Yep.
You, oh god, you caused AIDS.
Yes, we did. We caused
Or caused the
magic
perpetuation.
AIDS.
Yes, by
Well,
having a
okay,
man
one
have sex.
time I said something that was not supposed to be said, and I've been paranoid ever since.
You're fine. You can say it.
As
You're
long
not
as
the
you're
one that's
not
going to get in
saying-
trouble.
I was gonna say, as long as you're not saying racial slurs, then you're pretty much okay.
Okay.
It's also D&D, so you get a little bit more of a...
Yeah, it's why you can call elves knife ears and you don't get struck for it.
Yeah. Okay. So she looks at the aisle, admires one of the glowing collars theatrically, just kind of, why are you offering to be my master?
No. I'm just here to pick up my normal shipment and then I'm going to leave.
So how do I do the gather information thing?
You have to roll it.
Okay, I want to roll for that.
Okay. So that's going to determine what you're able to kind of get out of him. You can also, if you would like to get anything specific, you can bluff him to see if you can get information out of him. That is also another way to go.
Okay. No, I have I put a lot of points into gather information.
Okay. Yeah, you can use that.
So I have a 29.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I was thinking of using Zone of Truth, but that'll screw Kim over, too.
Well, she's not lying. She's using gather information. She's not using bluff. But
Okay.
if she decides to lie, then yeah, that would be a problem. But
Kim, you
she
want me
did.
to use it?
I have it too, and I decided kind of not to, but
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Okay,
what I wanted to check.
Okay, so here's what you do. So you look over the drow very quickly. You can tell that his armor appears to be magical. He's wearing a hood to apparently disguise himself. Again, drow are not extremely common in this area, so it kind of makes sense if he's being incognito. He doesn't want people immediately to see his face. You also can tell that it appears he has several magical items that are kind of just dangling off of his belt. Just a few kind of quaint little things. He is also carrying a rather large mace. And he appears to be impatient. Based on what you know, you already know that he's picking up a shipment of formaldehyde.
Yeah.
So in other words, this guy seems like he could very possibly fuck you up if you decide you want to attack him, but that is completely up to you.
Yeah, I'm not going to instigate.
What kind of information were you specifically looking to gather? Because you did roll a 29.
I was just trying to see if there was a way to tell in what kind of environment he's been in. Like, has he been underground? Has he been in like a well-kept house?
He doesn't look. His armor looks like it's fairly polished and pristine. His shoes are a little scuffed, but they're not dirty. It doesn't look like he's been underground lately, so he must have been someplace that was at least relatively clean, which probably means it wasn't abandoned either.
Gotcha.
I'm going to give you one more chance to do something with him before the shopkeep comes back.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm double checking something. Yeah, I'm just gonna have her say something along the lines of, well, I guess I'm gonna go check on what's taking that shopkeeper so long.
Okay, so you're gonna step away. Um, so as you kind of step away and you go towards the back area where Purity and the other bunnies are, the shopkeep comes out with a massive looking jar of formaldehyde. And as this happens, I'm going to go back to you, Kim, because Quackers is kind of your companion at the moment. And he looks at you and says, I understand. Please, throw me at him. The one with the jar.
What?
Throw me at the one with the jar, please.
We don't want you attacking him.
It is the only way.
What? Why is it the only way?
I will show you the way.
I'm just
I
gonna
look at my
whisper
bunny.
yours is fucking crazy.
I look at my bunny companion. What do you think?
Quackers, I think your brain's busted, and that's coming from me.
I don't even remember what Quacker's power is.
Okay, Quacker's two abilities are his base ability is True Sight. His power ability is Psychic Barrier.
Okay.
Sorry, his
What's
power
true sight?
ability is let me double check that. It is I think it's Telekinetic Barrier.
Okay. What is true sight?
True Sight it basically allows him to kind of let me get the exact definition so I'm not just fucking with it. Okay. Specific range. Okay, so it basically means that he has the ability to kind of see everything that's there, even if it's not there, or even if you can't see it. So, like, he could see invisible things, he can see magical things, he can do different things like that.
Okay. So I try and calm him down. Are you seeing something that I should be aware of?
So here's what I'm gonna do with that. I want you to roll. First thing I want you to do is I want you to roll to calm him down. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna say that's gonna be a charisma check.
Charisma. Okay. So I add my charisma modifier to it.
Yes.
Okay. So that is 10.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for his rage, and that is gonna be a +3. Okay, that's a 5. So you are successfully able to calm him down, so he is no longer in a rage.
Uh, remember the plan. We're supposed to follow him.
I want to attack the one with the jar. If we
Why?
destroy the jar, then the drow has to go someplace else.
I go, screw it. And I throw him at the guy with the
I
jar.
want you to roll me a dexterity check as you're throwing Quackers like a football.
Okay.
Yes!
I got a nat 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to count that as an attack roll, by the way, so that's going to hit. So this is what happens. And I'm going to roll for this because now Quackers actually has, like, damage that he can do. So he does 2d8 damage with his claws.
Oh gosh.
All right, that's not terrible. That's only 8 damage. So this is what happens. So Quackers, you take him just like a football, and you throw him like an NFL quarterback in a perfect spiral. His claws, his little webbed claws, reach out and clasp on to the half elf's face. And as this happens, he immediately trips and drops the massive glass jar of formaldehyde, cracking it all over the floor. Quackers then immediately leaps off and hides on a shelf to see what goes on. The drow looks over and sees the half-elf who has fallen onto the ground with the jar shattered below him and formaldehyde going all over the floor. And God damn it, man! I need that. Oh, what happened? Oh God! Oh, what have I done? Oh, I have glass in my butt. Ow! Damn it! Ow, it burns. Look. I need the formaldehyde. Is there any other place I can get it? I'm afraid I'll have to order some. It could be in tomorrow, maybe. Here. Send it to this address. It's a boarding house across town. I don't want to have to come down here to pick it up, and make sure it goes quickly. Here's 100 gold. Make it snappy. Oh, yes, sir. I will. The shop owner quickly tucks the piece of paper into his pocket, and the drow proceeds to go towards the door to leave. Do you want to follow him, or do you want to talk to the shopkeep?
Do you want me to follow him and you talk to the shopkeeper?
I agree.
All right.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. Rocco, we're finally going to go back to you.
Okay.
So, you finally were able to locate literally the last magic shop in town, which is Wizards and Warlocks. Now, as this happens, you're walking up to the front, and you see what appears to be a drow walking out the front door in armor.
Hey, you look like a person who's picked up some new kids.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Said, you look like somebody I saw at like an adoption place, like, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. You might know it. It's like next. Yeah. It's like...
An adoption place, you say? How quaint. Rocco, I'm going to have you roll a reflex save.
Dude, what is with these rolls today?
Ouch. Okay, all right. That's a 13. I'm gonna roll for the drow. This is gonna be a dexterity check. He gets a +3 to that. All right, he did not pass his dexterity check. So that because that's only gonna be a 10. So this is what happens. So the drow pulls out his mace and tries to hit you with it, but misses completely. You're able to very easily dodge out of the way.
Whoa.
Who
Hostile
are
one.
you? Tell me your name.
My name is Ben. Ben Dover.
Ben Dover. I'm going to roll his wisdom to see if he gets the joke.
Please get a 1.
Oh, that's a 5th grader joke. It's perfect.
Yeah, no, he does get the joke, but it takes a second. Wait. Ben Dover. For the love of... You know what? If you're just going to be a jackass, I'm just going to move on from this. He puts the mace away and then proceeds to walk away from you in disgust.
Oh, tough crowd. Tough crowd.
As this happens, Purity comes out the door along with Wolverine and Deadpool Bunny.
Hey, did you guys see that guy? He tried to hit me.
Shh, we're following him.
Oh, well, he's probably onto us now then.
Yeah, probably because of you.
Hi, best friend.
Oh, fuck, I thought I got rid of that guy.
Yeah, he came to us.
Odd set of circumstances, isn't it?
Guess so.
Can I have more of that blue stuff?
No, this is my blue stuff.
Oh.
Can you help us tail that guy?
Yeah, he went that way.
Thank you.
All right. Are you gonna follow with them, Raka, and keep tailing him, or are you gonna go in and see what Kim's up to?
No, I'm gonna keep tailing him.
Okay, so you and Purity are gonna tail. I'm gonna go to Kim, and then I'm gonna go back to you guys. So, Kim, you wanted to question the shopkeep?
Yes. I walk over to the shopkeep to help him up.
All right, you help him up off the ground. His clothes are soaked with formaldehyde. He smells. There's glass on the floor. So after you get him up from the ground, he kind of looks around. Oh, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to sweep this up. Damn it! What hit me?
It was me.
You're not there.
Just psychically hear in his mind, it was me.
Well,
If
there's a great-
if he had message, he could do that.
I do have clairvoyance.
Does that? I think that's just
No,
for
that's
you, though, isn't it?
no, that's clairvoyance is me being able to see like visions. and
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So
That means he
I
could have
tell
warned
him in
them.
I tell him in response, funny thing, I have a pet, and just, it's a little crazy and aggressive, so I will pay for the damages and help you clean up.
All right, but where did it go? What? Oh, are you talking about the little duck bunny? The one that thinks he's a, oh god damn it, the little bastard. Where is he? And as he looks around, you see a shelf, and on that shelf is jars of beef jerky, and it appears that Quackers is violently devouring the beef jerky out of one of the jars.
And I'll pay for that too.
5 silver.
So, while she pays him and helps clean up, she does ask about the address that he gave.
Oh, right. So he takes out the paper, and because it was in his front pocket, it has gotten wet because of the formaldehyde. So we'll see how. I'm gonna roll to see if the address itself was damaged by the liquid.
Okay.
All right, that's a 12. So it wasn't damaged in completely inoperably. So you can't tell what the building number is, but you can tell the street.
Okay. And
So
did I hear
the
him?
building number, it kind of looks like an amalgam of like an 8 and a 5, but you're not sure.
Okay. Earlier when they were talking, did I hear him say the boarding house across town?
He said he said he gave the address and he said it's a boarding house across town.
Okay.
So he didn't specifically say the name of it, but he did say that the address that he gave was the address of a boarding house.
Okay, perfect. So I thank him for that. And how much do I owe him for the formaldehyde?
Oh, don't worry about it. He already paid me for that. No refunds.
I like the way you do business, sir.
You have to in this neighborhood, otherwise somebody just puts a hold person spell on you and robs you blind.
Oh, goodness.
Literally, they'll take your eyeballs.
Unfortunately, I believe you. I grab Quackers.
All right, you grab Quackers as he's finishing off the beef jerky jar and bring him with you as you leave.
So I wish him a good day, and I guess I try and make my way the way I think they're going. My eagle is in the sky, but
Well,
it's following them.
you should also remember the Quackers can also sense the other two, which are with Raka and Impurity. So he will be able to guide you, although he is still mowing down on what remains of a chunk of beef jerky.
Um, we'll try and get you some more treats later. We have some really good food in the wagon, but we need to get caught up with the others.
Blood.
What?
Blood.
Oh, yeah, we can get that too.
All right. So you're going to follow the others using the bunny sensing ability. And so we're gonna go back to Raka, Deadpool Bunny, Wolverine Bunny, and Purity. So you guys are tailing the drow. So here's what I'm gonna have you guys do. You're gonna have to roll move silently checks, and you're gonna have to beat any of his listen checks to make sure that he doesn't sense that you're following him.
Okay, one moment. I now
Wolverine,
remember what to actually look at.
Wolverine and Deadpool Bunny won't have to roll this, but you two will.
How is the rabbit this bad at moving silently?
Heavy-footed.
Mm.
All right, Raka, you'll have to roll as well for a move silently check.
Pick me up if you move silently.
Pick me up before you go.
Those aren't even the words, and I knew you were going to do that.
Because I always go to the same tunes. It's also the same reason why I go making my way downtown. Oh God, yours was worse. Okay, both of you fail miserably at trying to follow him secretly, and so you knock over. As you're trying to follow him, you accidentally knock over a trash can. He turns around and looks directly at all four of you and just goes, "What are you idiots doing?
Walking?
Why are you walking behind me? I saw you in the store. And you I saw right outside. You bumped into me. And you accused me of raiding an orphanage."
Why would you accuse him of that? I'm gonna look at Raga. That is so rude.
I never accused him of raiding an orphanage. I just said he was at the orphanage.
Well, we are priests and we do like helping kids, so that makes sense.
Why are you following me?
We just happen to be going the same direction. Please,
Okay.
can I throw a bluff at that one?
Yes, if you want to try and convince him, you're going to have to beat it. He's going to have to roll an intelligence check, and you're going to have to roll a bluff check. So roll
Okay.
your bluff check. His intelligence is a +4.
My
All
rolls
right,
tonight.
All right, let's see. Like I said, it's a +4. Okay, that is a 22. That doesn't work, and he looks at you. I think I know exactly what to do with all of you.
Let us
Have-
go.
No. So this is what he does. So he looks over at you, and he snaps his fingers. At the same time, Raka and Purity, you two are both teleported to different areas. Along with Raka, you have Deadpool Bunny, and Purity, you have Wolverine Bunny. So Purity, when you reappear, you appear to be on top of a building. You're on some kind of a rooftop. You don't know exactly how high up you are, but you're on a rooftop. Raka, you reappear in the sewer, along with Deadpool Bunny.
So,
So
theoretically, can I use Wolverine Bunny to float down?
you can try.
What would I have to roll for that?
I want to call that a luck check, so straight D20.
Alrighty.
Because he's unconscious, so he's not really going to be doing much.
Yeah, I figured he's still really hot, like really stoned, so he'll have like
Unless you want to try and wake him up and then do it.
I'm gonna try to wake him up.
Okay, I'm going to have... Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you roll a dexterity check to smack the shit out of him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have him roll a constitution check to see if he wakes up.
Motherfucker.
You didn't roll that high. You're not really putting, you're not putting the arm into it. Okay, he's awake. Actually, no, sorry. I stand corrected. He beat your roll. Well, actually, no. That's a Constitution check. So yeah, no. The Constitution check passes. Your smacking is what institutes the Constitution check. So he rolled a nat 20. So you smack him once, and he immediately wakes up, and the claws come out. He's like, "Oh, great Scott!
Whoa, whoa,
What's
whoa,
happened?"
whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, I need to get down from the building and you can fly. Come on, help a bunny out.
Grab on to my little feeties.
Thank you.
And in saying that, Hopkins Wolverine Bunny is able to get you down off the top of the building. It's a 4-story building, so it's pretty tall. But he's able to get you back down on the ground level. However, you don't necessarily see where the drow went. Now, Raka, we're going to go to you in the sewer. So you showed up in the sewer.
The sewer? How?
Were you not listening for the last few minutes?
No, I'm saying, like, how did it fucking end up to this? Like, of all the places I look, how do I end up in the fucking sewer?
He went high, you went low. So yeah, and also Deadpool Bunny is there with you. Hey, buddy. Smells down here, doesn't it?
Yeah, you should feel right at home.
Yeah, I know. Although mine usually smells like burning particles.
Why would it smell like, you know what, never mind.
Sometimes it's like smells like cotton candy too.
Is that because you light your tail on fire?
Oh, it's because I shit rainbows.
The more
Do
this
we
bunny
get it?
talks, the more I don't like it.
Should we get out of here? Oh, so just like actual Deadpool.
Yeah. No, it's perfect.
All the people that actually have to deal with him in that universe all hate him. So Rocket, if you want to, you can try and get out of the sewer, or you can search around and play with turds. I don't know. That's already happened though in the Coldblood campaign.
No, I'll keep searching around.
All right, roll me a spot check.
These rolls are just trash.
I know we are getting the worst rolls tonight.
All right, so as you're fumbling around in the dark, you find something round. It feels like a valve.
Hey, I think I found the water main.
You found something.
I'm gonna twist it.
Do it.
Roll me a strength check. It is kind of rusty.
Ha. Haha. Ah!
All right, you desperately try to turn it. However, it is definitely not moving.
Hey, we got anybody, oh.
Maybe we can
Hey.
get the rabbit to try.
Hey, Deadpool Rabbit, you think you can use, like, you think you can turn this?
Can try. All right,
You
so I'm gonna
definitely
roll
should.
Deadpool Bunny. Deadpool Bunny only gets a +1 to strength, but we'll see what happens. Wow, he also rolled a 2. And that actually, no, with +1, that's a 3. So he rolled the exact same as you. So both of you are struggling to turn it, and it is not moving.
Maybe.
By the way, Purity, how long have we been going?
Over 2 hours.
Okay. So what I think we'll do is after Raka escapes from the sewer and you guys kind of reunite, I think we'll probably call it there unless you guys want to keep going later.
No, we gotta probably call it because my kid's starting to get into
Okay.
shit.
All right. Fair enough. So, here's what you can do. I'll let you both roll a strength check again to see if you can open the valve. All right, that's better. So that's a 14 and a 10. So I'm going to say that's enough combined because you're both trying to turn it. So the valve creaks rather loudly and a jet of water basically what happens is there's a part of the pipe that was kind of blocked off, and now when you turn the valve it opens it up and a jet of water, or more realistically raw sewage, pours out of the pipe and begins to flood it. As this happens, you are lifted up towards what looks like a manhole cover above you. I'm going to have you roll a strength check to get the manhole cover off, along with Deadpool Bunny. Deadpool
I
Bunny
don't.
rolled a 9.
I rolled a 10 again.
Okay. I'm going to say you're able to remove it somewhat. So as this is happening, Purity, you see Raka kind of and Deadpool Bunny struggling to get the manhole cover off as you're landing on street level with Wolverine Bunny.
Oh, hey, there you guys are. Why were you in the sewers?
They are still in the sewers. They're
Oh,
struggling to get out. So do you want to help them try and lift
yeah.
the sewer cover?
Do I do a strength check?
Yep, you and Wolverine Bunny are both going to do strength checks. Wolverine Bunny gets a +2 to his strength. That is a 13 for Wolverine Bunny and a 14 and a 15 for you. So yeah, you guys are able to help them both get the sewer cover off and get them out of the sewer and back onto the street. And as this happens, Kim approaches you along with Sabretooth Bunny, who is appears to be still in some form of a bloodlust, but he also has crumbs of beef jerky scattered all over his bill. So now that you guys are all together, Kim has the pseudo address and a bunch of other stuff, and I think what we will do is we will leave it off there and come back next time.
Cool.
Sounds good.
That
All
is
right.
session 2 of D&D Night Exorcists.